What happens to your body when you ejaculate daily? If you've ever wondered what really happens to your body when you ejaculate every single day, this video will finally give you a clear and honest explanation without myths or exaggeration. Because while many men see daily ejaculation as harmless, a habit, or just something normal, few understand the powerful internal changes it triggers in the brain, hormones, energy, and even emotional stability. And when you ignore these changes, you may face slow, silent effects like reduced drive, weakened performance, mental fatigue, or hormonal imbalance, problems that often appear long before men even realize what caused them. The good news is that understanding this process is simple, it's achievable, and it can completely transform how you manage your sexual health. In this video, you'll learn what daily ejaculation does to your brain, how it affects your hormones and prostate, and what you can do to stay balanced and healthy. My name is Dr. M.D. Reyna, and I'm a urologist who helps men and seniors rebuild their confidence, restore their energy, and understand the science behind their bodies. I know how confusing and frustrating it feels when your performance changes, or when you notice shifts in your desire, mood, or stamina, but can't explain why. That's why I want to thank you for taking time to understand your body more deeply. It means you're taking your health seriously. So let's take a closer look at what is truly happening inside your system when ejaculation becomes a daily routine, and why balance is the key to long-term male wellness. Every time you ejaculate, your brain goes through a full chemical storm that affects everything from your motivation to your ability to focus. During arousal, dopamine rises, the same chemical connected to excitement, reward, and drive. It pushes you forward, keeps you engaged, and builds anticipation. But right after ejaculation, dopamine suddenly drops while prolactin rises, creating the sudden feeling of sleepiness, laziness, or emotional shutdown. Doing this daily forces your brain to repeat this cycle too often, and eventually the dopamine receptors become less sensitive. Think of it like turning the volume knob down little by little. You need more stimulation to feel the same pleasure you once felt easily. Most men don't realize this is why their excitement becomes weaker, or why they struggle to feel motivated in other areas of life. Another thing happening inside your body involves the prostate, a gland that plays a major role in producing semen. You can think of your prostate like a storage tank that constantly fills and empties. Regular release helps keep the tank clear, which is good for prostate health. But when release happens too frequently, the gland never gets enough time to fully refill or recover. Some men start feeling a dull heaviness or pressure in the pelvic area, especially if the gland becomes irritated. Most men don't realize that this tight or tired feeling in the pelvis after frequent ejaculation is actually the prostate signaling fatigue, the same way your arms feel weak after lifting weights too many days in a row. Now let's talk about something men rarely connect to ejaculation: energy. Semen contains proteins, amino acids, minerals, and especially zinc, a crucial nutrient for testosterone and sperm production. When you ejaculate daily, your body must constantly pull resources from your diet to replace what was lost. If your nutrition is not strong, or if you're stressed, tired, or dehydrated, your body will struggle to keep up. I once treated a patient in his 50s who felt unusually exhausted, mentally foggy, and weaker during intimacy. After examining his lifestyle, the biggest factor was simple. He was ejaculating twice a day and not eating enough nutrient-rich foods. When he slowed down and improved his nutrition, his strength, clarity, and libido returned. Many men make this same mistake without realizing it. Daily ejaculation also affects your pelvic floor muscles, the same muscles responsible for controlling erections and orgasm. These muscles contract rapidly during climax, and doing this day after day without rest can tighten them excessively. Imagine squeezing a fist every day without ever relaxing it. That's exactly how overstimulation affects the pelvic floor. This is one of the hidden reasons some men suddenly develop premature ejaculation or weaker erections, even though nothing else in their lifestyle changed. Small habits, repeated daily, create noticeable results over time. So what should you do if you want to maintain balance while protecting your sexual health? First, listen to your body. If you're feeling tired, foggy, or noticing weaker desire, take 48 to 72 hours off to let your brain's dopamine reset. Second, improve your hydration. Your body needs fluid to produce semen. Third, increase foods rich in zinc and protein, such as eggs, beef, pumpkin seeds, and fish. Fourth, practice pelvic relaxation exercises like deep breathing or gentle stretching to prevent muscular tension. Last, choose intentional intimacy over automatic habits. Small, consistent changes create long-lasting improvement in performance and energy. Some men also benefit from refining their habits. One common mistake is thinking that more ejaculation equals better prostate health. In reality, moderation works far more effectively. Another mistake is relying on pornography for arousal. This overstimulates the brain even more, worsening dopamine fatigue. If you notice that your pleasure feels numb, your erections feel weaker, or your desire comes and goes, that's when a doctor's evaluation is helpful. But remember, it's never too late to improve your sexual health. Your body responds quickly when you give it the balance and support it needs. When you support your reproductive health, you're also supporting your energy, your confidence, and your long-term quality of life. If this video helped you, like and share it with someone who may need this information. Comment one thing you're planning to change starting today. Even a small adjustment matters. And make sure you subscribe because in the next video, we'll talk about how your hydration levels directly affect your erections, hormones, and stamina as you age.